What is up, brother? Today we're going to be talking about 5 things you need to know about anxiety and how it might affect you and your life. First thing about anxiety that's so important for men and women, I suppose, to understand is anxiety is completely normal. As a matter of fact, everyone experiences it, with 2/3 of men actually experiencing it on a regular basis, which means more than once a month. Now, anxiety is normal because simply you need to experience it. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean you can't be cured. It doesn't mean you're stuck with it for life. Anxiety is simply your body, your subconscious mind, your knowing mind telling you that something is wrong. And it actually serves us for a reason. Anxiety used to come up as a stress hormone when dinosaurs were chasing us. But in this day and age, we get anxious about things like job interviews, not having enough money, not meeting the right girl, and all that sort of stuff. But the first thing you need to know is that anxiety is completely normal, and it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. The second thing you need to know about anxiety is that you are not stuck with it for life. Anxiety is simply a state that we are sometimes in. And when you have really bad anxiety, it can feel like you've been stuck in that state for ages, right? But I guarantee you, if you close your eyes and you breathe deep down, really, really low, breathe slowly and hold your breath, let it out, do that a few times and think of your favorite person, your favorite place, or your favorite food. You're no longer focusing on what you're anxious about, you're focusing on something else. And anxiety is simply focus and being in a certain state where we focus on the wrong things. We focus on what could go wrong. We focus on, the worst case scenario. And often anxiety is an irrational focus. Irrational meaning that we focus on things that really don't have a high chance of happening or that would never happen in the first place. My anxiety was really bad. I used to get anxious about just dropping dead. I'd be talking to friends and I couldn't look them in the eye because I thought that my heart was going to explode. Obviously, when I was younger and 20 years old, that was completely irrational, but I still experienced it. But just know that if you do suffer from anxiety, and the key word is suffer because it is suffering, it is painful, that you don't have to be in that state for too long. There are simple steps you can follow, like breathing techniques, journaling, talking to someone, and focusing on your health that will get you out of that anxious state and get you into a more positive, more high vibration state. The third thing you need to know about anxiety is that you do not need medication to overcome it. Doctors are quick to prescribe medication in the event of you getting anxious or having panic attacks. And dude, trust me, I know. I had my first panic attack when I was 17 in a foreign country, and I felt like I was going to die. Often when you do have anxiety and it gets so extreme, you breathe really shallow, right? And what happens is you start really freaking out and you feel like you can't breathe and you feel like you're gonna collapse. That's like extreme anxiety. But just know that you do not need to take medication to get rid of it, to overcome that state that we talked about earlier. Now, I'm not a doctor and I cannot tell you what you do and don't need to do. I just know from working with hundreds of men with anxiety, severe depression, even suicidal guys, and from experiencing my own stuff, you do not need medication to overcome this state. You simply need to focus on the right things and look after your health. Like I said earlier, anxiety is simply your body telling you that something is wrong. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's the people you're hanging out with, maybe it's your routines, maybe it's the foods you're eating. It's simply a sign, and in the end, it actually becomes a positive thing. Now, the fourth thing you need to know about anxiety, if you're experiencing right now or at any point in your life, you're exactly where you need to be. You're experiencing it for a reason, and we've talked about this in the last few points, and it ties into this. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Now, I know that might not be comforting to you if you're panicking or you're suffering from really debilitating anxiety. My anxiety got so bad that I was afraid to leave the house. I spent 1 month at my parents' place, stuck in the room, and I couldn't look people in the eye. I was freaking out. That's how debilitating mine was. But the reality is, just because it is that debilitating doesn't mean it needs to last. And the reality is, you can overcome it by following some simple steps. And the fifth and final thing you need to know about anxiety is there are some very easy steps you can follow to overcome it. One of the easiest ways to overcome anxiety in the moment, or even something very debilitating and serious, is by using simple breathing techniques. Now, for a lot of you, you might say, bullshit, how's that possible? How could I just breathe and overcome fear, overcome stress, overcome anxiety? Well, your breathing is very closely linked to your blood chemistry, to your brain, and everything in your body is connected. As a matter of fact, your body is your mind and your mind is your body. Now, what does that mean? Well, your body is your mind. There's only a neck separating the two things. So if we can calm the body, we're going to release chemicals that are going to make us feel more comfortable, make us calm down, and really bring the heart rate down and get us into the right state. So if you ever are going through panic or anxiety, what I would recommend is simply breathe. Fucking breathe. Take a big deep breath in and focus. Count down. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 2 seconds. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And just focus on the counting. Simple steps like this will help you so much, and I guarantee, just try it, it will bring your levels down. Will it eliminate it entirely? Absolutely not. For some of you it might not, for some of you it might, but it will help. And we're not focusing on perfection here, we're just focusing on understanding that anxiety is normal. It's okay. You're exactly where you need to be if you're experiencing it. It's there for a reason. It's there to tell you something needs to change. And you can get out of that anxious state simply by breathing, and there are many other techniques you can use. So that's it for 5 things you need to know about anxiety. Obviously, this is a topic that has a lot more to it. And there's going to be a lot more videos on my channel helping you sort of overcome it and really understand your relationship with anxiety. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling me what you think or what you're going through in terms of your anxiety. And if you want to see more, feel free to hit that subscribe button for more videos. I love hearing your stories, so if you're going through a tough time right now, feel free to send me a message and we'll have a chat and talk about how to get you through it. As always, stay strong, good luck becoming a better man, and if you need anything, reach out.